the history of racism. And I think in 140 characters, you can't say a lot. I'd probably have said it differently. I would have said that some white leaders have played divide and rule, and that's a historical fact.
That's a bit different to what she said, though.
Well, 140 characters.
You have plenty more characters left in that tweet.
In a conversation, I've had a look at what's been reproduced online on media sites, because of course I haven't been privy to the whole of that conversation, just a fragment. But this is a storm in a teacup. What we should really be focusing on at the moment is putting behind bars the murderers of Stephen Lawrence that's still at large, and concentrating on improving race relations. A poll in the Voice newspaper, Britain's only black newspaper, has shown that 83% of people who participated don't think that race relations in this country have got better since the murder.
Well, we appreciate your views on our running order, and hopefully we have reflected that over the last 48 hours or so. Today, apart from the Attorney General looking again at those sentences, we're also reflecting on an MP who has said on Twitter, white people love playing divide and rule. At the very least, it was crass.
Well, Diane is forthright in her views. Sometimes we'll hear views in a society that cherishes free speech that we don't necessarily agree with or like, but that is why we have free speech, so that people can speak openly. And I think there's a big criticism of politicians that they don't speak what they think. They just speak in sound bites, and they attempt to be politically correct. And Diane's known for her outspoken views, and these are often the views that she's mirroring of the black communities that she speaks on behalf of.
So these are her views then? She hasn't been taken out of context?
Well, I don't think that she should have apologised or withdrawn. She's probably trying to keep hold of a front bench job, same as Chuka Umunna, in saying things that the vast majority of people who are white in this country would like to hear them say. But that's not actually then representing a black community. It's a minority community and deserves to be heard.
So, you know her well, that's how we introduce you to start with, Mr. Wadsworth. You think that she's just apologised because she wants to keep a job, and actually she does believe that white people love playing divide and rule?
I believe, from what I know of Diane Abbott, that she is aware, as I am, and most black people who have looked at our history, that there are white leaders who have divided and ruled. That has been a historical fact.
Okay, but that's open for debate. That's not what we're discussing today. What we're discussing today is what Diane Abbott has said in her tweet, which she has subsequently apologised for. You said in the course of this interview she's only apologised in your opinion, you're a friend of hers, because she wants to keep her job, and that's why she's apologised. But you feel that she does think that white people love playing divide and rule.
Well, it has happened. It's a historical fact. That's what's happening in this debate, for instance. You've got a black MP, you've got two MPs of colour ganging up on her and saying that what she said was wrong. One of them, a Tory, playing party politics and making mischief, and saying that she should resign. Wouldn't that be an appalling result in the wake of that court case, the Stephen Lawrence court case, if a black MP who occupies a front bench post was forced to resign as a result of something that's not as important as the Stephen Lawrence case and the need to put the killers behind bars. What has it got to do with the
Stephen Lawrence case? How on earth can you make the comparison between the two?
Look, I think it's more shocking that a Tory MP is appearing at a stag party where people are wearing Nazi regalia, if we really want to go down the road of what is and isn't politically correct. Let's deal with deaths of black people in custody, the disproportionate amount of young black men stopped and searched by the police, which means that they get so angry that we saw the sort of disturbances in inner cities around the country as a result of a long-standing grievance. Let's address real issues here of race relations and how we improve them in this country.
The MP that you were talking about got sacked by his leader.
He got sacked from front bench position. He's still an MP.
Yeah. So what are you saying? Are you saying that Diane Abbott should keep her job as a front bench MP, despite suggesting, even in a modern context, from what you were just saying, that white people love playing divide and rule?
That's what white people have said to me that I've spoken about this debate. They may disagree with her, but they don't think that this is a sackable offence and that she should lose her job. It's about free speech.
It's about whether or not she meant what she said. And if she did mean what she said, then a lot of people would interpret that as being racist.
I think she should have stuck by her guns. And there's a big misnomer about what the term racism means. You know, can a black person be racist? Can a woman be sexist? They can be prejudiced. But I just don't buy into this notion that this was a racist statement, frankly.
So black people can't be racist?
Well, that is a social scientific view that it's about power. Prejudice plus power, and black people don't have the same power in the society as white people.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on Sky News this afternoon. Thank you. Let us know what you think. News at Sky.